Maruti Suzuki becomes Nifty top gainer after the company announced price hike. This will be the third time price hike taken by the company in the current calendar year, wherein previously we saw that in the month of January the company took a price hike of around 0.8%, and also in the month of April 2021 they took a price hike of around 0.3%, and now the company plans to take a price hike in the second quarter of the current financial year, which is starting the next month, July, and the extent of the increase varying for the different models across is yet to be decided. So this is the update till now from the company, and on this important news flow we were joined by the management of Maruti Suzuki, Mr. Shashank Srivastava, who is the Senior Executive Director of Marketing and Sales with the company, shared his view on the demand outlook post-unlock, the rural recovery that the company is witnessing, the future sales projection that the company is doing, and lots more. Let's know more of this in detail. Starting with the interview, the company informed that due to the increase in the raw material prices, the company took this hard decision to take the price hike, which might impact the consumer sentiment. But on the other hand, on the demand front, the company is quite positive. The management states that with the unlocking happening across the states, they are witnessing that the booking trends are going up. Two factors majorly are helping such kind of a demand. Firstly is the pent-up demand that the company is witnessing, and secondly, the preference for personal mobility is also aiding the sales number. Now coming to the rural versus urban kind of a debate. The company expects that the demand recovery this time to be more secular in nature, unlike the last year where we saw that the rural demand is recovering very fast when compared to the urban markets. Though the rural sentiment is negative due to the COVID cases across, but the fundamentals in the rural economy still holds very strong because of the good harvesting season expectations, the kind of unlock that's happening. So company is optimistic on the rural demand recovery as well. Going forward, the company is cautious of the third COVID wave, but they are hopeful on the vaccination drive, making it less impactful this time for the auto dealers. Now, on the global trend that we see in the oil prices that are on the boil, Maruti Suzuki has been witnessing growth in the alternative fuel segment, that is the CNG vehicle sales. The management highlights that now the availability of the CNG vehicles across nation is very much better, which is also helped by the running cost of such vehicles, which is comparatively quite less, or if I can highlight, more than 50% lower than what the diesel and the gasoline running cost vehicles are. Just to give a statistics, the management came up with the numbers that the running cost of the CNG vehicles is at around 1.6 rupees per litre versus 4 rupees per litre for diesel and gasoline. So we can see that the running cost of these vehicles is quite less, and due to that the company is projecting sales for this year is 50% more than what they actually sold in the last year. The company sold CNG vehicles of around 1,60,000 in units, and for this year they are projecting sales of around 2,50,000 units for the CNG vehicles. The percentage of cars sold under the CNG has been increasing, the company noted. Now coming to the EV transition, the company says that the high cost of the acquisition of the electric vehicle is hindering growth in such markets, and also it might take a decade more for the electric vehicle segment to hold a substantial chunk in the overall car sales, and this is applicable across globe as well. The Maruti is watching the SUV segment quite closely, and the company also feels the need to work more in the mid SUV segment. Now coming to the semiconductor issue shortage, the company states that the portfolio diversification is helping them not to have much of an impact, because the company expects this issue to be resolved in a couple of months more. So these were the positive comments from the management of Maruti Suzuki, which joined us today on ET Now, and you can see that the stock is top gainer in today's trade.